Peace and blessings, family. Welcome to Network Distribution, Organic Network Building and Growth. I am Slate Stone at Slate Stone Music anywhere online. Tap in with the BWO Network, the ABS Tribe Network at networkabs.com. Thank you again for your interest in learning how to build your network, learning a new skill set, learning a new service on how you can build your network. So today, family, what you will be learning is what social networking is and what is a social network and all those things that are related to it. Well, not all those things, but a lot of things that are related to it in regards to network distribution. And in this course today and throughout the course, I will be telling you 3 points or giving you 3 points per module, what it is, its importance, and how to use it to some benefit. What is social networking? Like I told you in the beginning modules, if you found this course, if you found me, if you've heard of me, you've either found me through a search engine, word of mouth, a website, an application, a promotional share, a link, a hashtag. All these things are components of network distribution. So what is social networking? The use of dedicated websites and applications to interact with other users or to find people with similar interests to oneself. That's how you found me. Similar interests in finding people. It's how we connect on Facebook. It's how we connect on Instagram. It's how we connect on any internet search engine, and how you find people, even if you use a directory or an application, a website. That is a form of social networking. Social networking is definitely important in today's society. Social networking is definitely important for your business or your brand and key to network distribution. Social networking services, you may be familiar with them. There are a lot of people similar to influencers, if you've heard of that term, which are people who have an audience already generated or built up, and they specialize maybe in a certain category or field of business or branding, and you can pay for them to promote your brand or your product or your service on their platform, their digital real estate, and generate engagement, audience, traffic, so on and so forth to your business brand and or digital real estate or website or your application. So also with that influencers, there are services out there that you can purchase. As you know, people purchase likes. As you know, people purchase views. I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about, a social networking service, is a legitimate company, which I suggest you do your research, or a legitimate service such as us here at the Network ABS, or using network distribution, which is legitimate, is a networking service. And so social networking service is an online platform which people use to build social networks or social relationships with other people who share similar personal or career interests, activities, backgrounds, or real-life connections. Social networking services vary in format and the number of features. So as it said in the description, real-life connections. With network distribution and utilizing this course, or utilizing the things that I'm giving you in this course, I've done this over 20 years online. Strong and full-blown to the tilt over the past 10 years. And as you know, technology grows every day. Something is always changing. Something is always being added. There's always a new website. There's always a new update. So it's key to stay up on your social networking. It's key to stay up on top of your social media platforms. And it's key to your business or brand if you have that. And obviously, if you're here and you're listening to this and you're wanting to learn, you have a product, a service, a brand, a business, or something that you want to generate awareness for. You either want to generate sales, you either want to bring attention to it, or you're trying to connect with other like-minded people that may, or like-minded people or like-minded brands that may be of service to you, or that you can be of service to them. And so that's what social networking is. The importance of social networking is it's key. Like I said earlier, it's key in today's society. Anywhere you go, there's some type of Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, internet connection. That's how important it is. As you can see, just walking through your grocery store, at home, in the cars, it doesn't matter where you are. Most likely you're going to find someone on a mobile device, on a device that's connected to the internet. And 9 times out of 10, they are social networking in some way. They're either on an application, they're either on a website, they're talking to someone. If it's family, friends, somebody they trying to DM, it doesn't matter. That is what social networking is. That's important. That's how important it is. It's a part of our lives, so think about that. What it is, social networking, I've given you that. The importance of social networking, that's how important it is. It's a part of our lives today in society, and how to use it. So for instance, let me share with you the social networking. Some of you may be advanced in your social networking communication skills. Some of you may know some things that I don't know. I'm simply giving you what it is that allowed phenomradio.com, the 1000 Network, and Slate Stone Music to be who we are today. Anybody you find related to those 3 names that I listed, which there are thousands, but those 3 brands are our brands. There are some others, but I definitely want you to check those out. At Slate Stone Music or Slate Stone Music in any search engine, Phenom Radio or phenomradio.com in any search engine. And you can hashtag these, or you can just simply type them in. And the 1000 Network, 100 Network, hashtag, or simply just type it in. Any internet connection, look at those links, look at the associated brands, look at the images, see what pulls up in your Google rank or your Safari, see how it pulls up. We never paid for any of that. The thousands of pictures you see related, the thousands of brands are related, we have worked with organically, not somebody I just never talked to or met. Each person or brand you see related to that, we have talked to and built some form of relationship with on the phone. Some of those relationships on the phone or in person. And some of those relationships have faded. Some of them grew and blossomed and are still working. And then some, didn't appreciate the value that we brought. But I wanted to share that with you because some of the benefits to it, social networking, are, for instance, there's the, like I said, we did this in hip hop, the Nerve DJs. Search Nerve DJs, Nerve DJs Network, hashtag that. Nerve DJs conference call, DJ Johnny O. You'll be able to check his video out and his review on network distribution and how we've helped him and his company, which has been around over a decade, build their network, build their brand, doing physical events in real time, disseminating information, promotional flyers, everything, the whole 9. We've done that with them. So how I came across DJ Johnny O was on social network. I was looking for like-minded people. I was an MC and I owned an online radio station. So of course I'm running into different artists, people that do music, different DJs, radio PDs, magazine people, anybody connected to music. I was on a Google search engine looking for them. At one point in time, I was on like 75 to 80 sites, websites, social networks. There are other social networks other than Facebook, Instagram, MySpace, Twitter, Pinterest. There are others. We just know of some of the top ones. So I was on about 80 or more of these social networking sites, and I had a methodical process, which we're going to get into that deeper in the course. But I would go every day. I had a list in my bookmarks of every site I was on. I had an account there, and I posted on those sites every single day. I didn't have a bot. I didn't have any automation. it took work. It took a few hours. So what I would do is I'd have my promotional share. I'd go down the list and update each one of those sites every day. Update as far as make a post, as some of you may call it, or make a share to my feed. I would do that on these sites daily, one by one, 80 plus every day. Something different, not the same, something different. The text, the link, the image every day. And so through that process, that built up my search engine optimization, because partly how that works is when you go type in Google or wherever and you type in something you're searching for, the reason it pulls up is because the computers and the machines read what information is connected to that search that you're looking for, that query. If there are any websites that have that, what you're searching for related to it, if they have that text specifically, what are the main sources for that information that people have found and used, and through those algorithms and processes and web crawlers, as they call them, where the machines pull the information. For instance, you type in hashtag 1000 network on your internet search engine, you're going to see 200 of 20 million or whatever it is, and you're going to have the top one at the top. Most of the time when you search certain things, you'll see an ad, a small word that says ad next to it. That's not what we've done. You won't see that next to ours because we've never done that, but you'll see it pull up. And so I said that to say you'll see each link and how the internet went out and broadcasts and has a program, web crawlers or whatever, and pulls that information to display it to you as this is what comes up for 1000 network, like Siri or Alexa. When you say, Siri, what is ... The programs work so quick, and they grab all the information that fits what you said and bring that up in a search prioritized by ads who paid and the top searches or the top results that popped up. So hashtag 1000 network, see what comes up. In doing this every day, back to my story, posting every day across these sites, we would pull up. We start pulling up. We start increasing our Google rank. We start being seen, Phenom Radio, Slatestone Music, 1000 network every day. You're inputting that information into the matrix, into the internet every day. That's why posting every day is important. So as you continue to build that daily, inputting that information in the computer, inputting that information into the matrix, through that process, I start seeing in related searches to us, and through my search and organic and building with people, I came across a DJ that had found our station and was like, hey man, you know, I seen y'all pumping. I see you going hard. I see y'all pulled up in the search engine. Let me turn you on to this DJ coalition, the owner. So just with that, I wasn't searching for this DJ. I wasn't searching for a DJ coalition like that, although I was an artist and an MC and a radio station owner who has DJs from all over the world spinning their mixes on our platform, different times a day, different genres of music, all the time, 25/8. We weren't searching for DJs yet, and still this DJ out of nowhere, out of Ohio, reached out to me on social network, on a social network, through social networking, and wanted to introduce me to DJ Johnny O, the Nerve DJs. He was a part of this coalition. So he connected us on social networking, through social networking on social media, and said, you know, tag, meet this person, meet this person. I reached out to DJ Johnny O. We started building, got on the phone instantly. We exchanged numbers. I seen his brand. He seen my brand. I knew I could utilize him as far as getting my music to his network of thousands of DJs. He had built this over time and been DJing from the 80s. So they had their coalition of DJs where they would take music, he being the head, he passed that music out to his DJs in one email and say, yo, we're playing this record. Let's break this record. Let's make this record hot. Well, that's key and powerful when you have thousands of DJs across the world, across the nation. So I reached out, we started building. I invested not only time and effort in my social networking of my brand, but I was able to meet a DJ that came to me that connected me to DJ Johnny O and his brand, the Nerve DJs, which was thousands of people on top of my network and his network. So now what I did was see his services that I could utilize and pay for, and he's seen benefit and services on our side that we offer, that's Phenom Radio. At that point, then we begin to build organically, grassroots. And we've been working together since then, over 10 years with the Nerve DJs, DJ Johnny O. Do research on him, Nerve DJs conference call, the Nerve DJs network, and look at their track record. They have DJs all around the world, in clubs everywhere, in bars everywhere, that have platinum plaques, broke some of your favorite artists, Island Def Jam, from Cardi B's and all that. These records didn't just pop up overnight. These records came from grassroots level for the most part, from the DJs spreading that out to their network and it growing, and then now it's the buzz. The DJs play the music, the people enjoy the music at the venues, the people start searching for the music gets streamed more, gets more awareness, then now the artist climbs on top of them doing shows, marketing, so on and so forth. So that's an example of how I was able to connect just with DJ Johnny O. And in turn, DJ Johnny O has made thousands of dollars, not just simply from our doing. But I guarantee if you reach out to him, he will tell you how integral we were to helping them build. He already had his own. But here comes another power that brings force and value. So now you have some form of unity, and now you're growing. And we continue to work together to this day. We've done physical venues. They've broke my records to thousands of DJs. I've gotten thousands of spins. I've invested money over there. They've invested money with us. We've done events together, cross-promoting, things of that nature, travel to each other's cities, and we've built. And that's one example of social networking and how you can benefit from it. YouTube, that was all network distribution that I was doing. Distributing my network, taking what I knew, Phenom Radio, 1000 Network, Phenom Radio, and giving it out where I could. Distributing that network on all those websites every day. Reaching out to DJ Johnny O. Say, hey, this DJ told me about you. Nice to meet you, Can we build? Yeah, here's my digital real estate. So I'm checking out his services and his brand. He's doing the same to me. We connect, we build that relationship, we learn, we grow. And we've grown to this day. So then in turn, now picture that power. That's a benefit for me. But on another side of that, which Johnny O, you'll be able to see his video. I'll have him on here. He'll come on. You'll see how I took his brand, I took his services and his value, created a promotional share, and then ran that through my daily machine. He didn't pay me for that. We gave value. We over-delivered. And at this point in time, we were building. But then in that process of how I found him, I just added his information and promotional share to those blocks every day. Check Slate Stone Music out on nervedjs.com. New music, this, with my created hashtags and his created hashtags now. So just how they found me pulling up in the ranks, now it's Slate Stone, Nerve DJs music pulling up together. That's a benefit for both of us. Then as on his network, he's saying Slate Stone music, Slate Stone music, Slate Stone music, and they're doing whatever promotion they're doing. That increases value in Google rank and pulling me up, generating awareness, generating opportunity where I can be heard, I can perform, I can travel, I can be booked, I can make money off my streams. And I'm just simply giving you the music aspect because that's where I began this process. But please believe it's transcended past the hip hop music realm. It's bigger than music, it's bigger than hip hop. We've done this with restaurants. We've done this with clothing companies. We've done this with financial services. We've done this with other networks. Took their network that they were building, created a promotional share, as I will show you in this video later on in this course, and then ran that in a machine every day, increasing Google rank every day, looking over the analytics. Analytics are your data or your history or your artifacts on a specific link, on your traffic, the demographics, who clicked on it, where it was seen, what search engine they found it on, how many views it was. Analytics, another name for analytics are insights. You may see that on Instagram. You may see that on Facebook. What are the insights? Who clicked on it? How many impressions did you have? What was the engagement? How many people clicked the link? Where did they go to? And so with that alone, I generate thousands daily, not only for my brand, but other people's brand on social media through social networking. So I just wanted to share that with you. It's definitely something to tap in. So what is social networking? The use of dedicated websites and applications to interact with people with similar interests. We went over that, what it is. We went over social networking services. As you can see there, the slide is there. What those are, how you relate, share, grow, connect with other people, and making real life connections in the background organically. How to use it. I've given you an example of how to use social media and social networks to your advantage, social networking to your advantage, and the importance of it. The importance of it is it's a part of our daily lives. You watching this video, if you have a brand, how important would that be to you to have another 100 or another 100,000 people, not just regular people, not just people, you don't want everybody. You don't want to cater to just anybody. You don't want to be pumping coffee to people that don't drink coffee. But then again, another flip side of that is, out of those 100,000 views, for instance, let's say you're running your brand or business through the network distribution process that I give you in this course. You get 100,000 views a day across multiple platforms, or 10,000. Out of those 10,000, if you're pumping coffee, you're going to tell me that not one or two people drink coffee? Of course. And if nobody drinks coffee in there, I guarantee out of those 10,000 views that day, 10,000 clicks, whatever it is, they know somebody that drinks coffee, if that's your thing, as I'm using as an example. They either know somebody that drinks coffee, they either drink coffee themselves, and if they don't, for some reason, they still seen your brand. They still see your brand, your advertisement, your promotional share on their social media feeds, on these social media networking sites. You still pull up eventually as you're pumping. You will pull up. They will find you. So what's the power in that? What's the value that brings? Think about it. It's a lot of value. You can generate sales. You can engage with your audience. You're building your audience. That's the passive impact, as we're taught in digital real estate, in the BWO firm, the ABS, Brother Ben X. Passive impact leads to passive income. The more people you impact, the more money or income will come. You can have 1 million followers that are engaged, that have subscribed to your feed, have subscribed to what it is you're pumping. I'm not talking about purchase followers. There's a lot of people doing that. I'll get into that later. I wouldn't do that. But for instance, say you had 1 million followers, not just on one platform, let's say across 5 sites that you're on: Pinterest, Tumblr, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Collectively across those, you have 1 million followers or 1 million people subscribe to your feed, whatever it is. They're following you and they're seeing your brand. They subscribe to your channel or feed for a reason. They're constantly seeing you every day. When they get on their social media, they're seeing you, even if they never click on it. Don't worry about that. You're still distributing your network. You're still building your brand. Some people ain't going to like it, but I mean, you don't want them anyway. If they don't want to see what you got going on, you don't want them anyway, right? You don't want somebody in your store, if you sell coffee, that don't drink coffee, hates coffee, don't want nothing about coffee. What are they doing in your store? You don't need them anyway. So they'll fall off. So don't worry about them. But if you have 1 million followers across 5 platforms that you can sell one thing to for $1 and get a percentage of that, not even if every person out of that million buys something, if you can just get a percentage, 10% of that, 10,000 people, 1% of that, 1,000 people to spend $1 with you, that's $1,000. To spend $5 with you, that's $5,000. But you've already created your network. That's your network, your social networking. And the social networking service that you're utilizing is network distribution, which you're learning in this course. It works. It's proven and it works. The internet's not going anywhere. Social networking is not going anywhere. They try to limit you and block your engagement and awareness, but you're fighting the machines. We're all fighting the machines in a sense. But don't complain, adapt. Adapt and keep it moving. Connect, learn, and grow. So I appreciate you for tapping in. Do some research on that. We'll keep it moving. What is a network, or what is networking? Networking is, or a network is a group or a system of interconnected people or things. The action or process of interacting with others to exchange information, develop professional and social contacts. So, as I've given you the example in the last slide of social networking services, these platforms and services allow you to connect, exchange information, and build up your professional or social contacts. It allows you to do that. That's your Rolodex. That's your network. When you get on Facebook every day, your followers, if they're your friends, so it calls, if it's just your family, those are your friends list. That's your network on Facebook. If you're in 100 groups and you're posting in those groups every day, I'm not talking about spam. I'm talking about different content, strategic links, specific text, intentional posts across those groups every day. That's visibility. That's being seen. You're generating awareness. You're building your network. You're connecting with people. If it's professionally, or if you're just in, or if you're just in groups where you dating and talking about whatever it is you want to talk about. That's your social contacts. Are you building your client list? Are you building your email list? Email blast. Look into that. What an email blast is. MailChimp. We used MailChimp, which is a service, that allows you to collect emails and data, and then in groups and masses, you can create and construct a certain email that's clickable, almost like a landing page in the email. I'm sure you've all seen that before, but it's almost like a landing page in the email or similar to it. And I might not be using the correct name, but MailChimp is a service that allows you to do that. You have 1,000 people in your contacts. You have all their emails. You can group them together or group them separate. These are my coffee drinkers. I sell coffee. Out of my 1 million followers across the 5 platforms, as I use an example, I got 1,000 that drink coffee and told me they drink coffee. They subscribe to my channel. I've interacted. I've collected their email, either on my digital real estate property or through building with them every day. Collecting data is key also. And then what you do for MailChimp is you construct a specific promotion, a specific share, a specific note for that day. Group them together, design it, lay it out. It's not hard. It's real click and paste, user friendly. Hit send, and just that instantly you sent out a promotion to those followers, feeding into your impact, providing them with value and or a solution and or a new promotional code or a new merch, a new form of coffee, whatever it is you do. If you offer services, I'm a financial company. I'm doing a special this week. $100 for the next 10 people, whatever it is. Utilize these tools on social network, through social networking, and build your network. That's what a network is. The importance of that is you need your people. Where are the people at? My mother taught me this. She was a preacher's wife, and I grew up in a church home. My mother would preach this to people that in the Christian realm, you have to reach people where they are. You have to reach people where they are. Not being judgmental, not, you can't communicate with somebody about metaphysics when they don't even know elementary math or simple mathematics. They don't even know algebra. But you want to give them some metaphysics you've learned or some, college algebra. You on that level plus, and you trying to speak that mathematics to somebody that knows, they don't even know 10 plus 10. You have to reach people where they are. So she was using that in the Christian realm and as far as teaching and reaching people, but it still rings true here. You have to reach the people where they are. And where are the people? They're online. They're on their device. They're on a cell phone. They're on an iPad. They're on a Bluetooth connection. They're on a Wi-Fi connection. They're on a social media feed. They're in an email blast. They're on a social media site. They're on a website application. Billions of users around the globe. You only need a fraction of that. A very small fraction. Find your niche. Create a product, brand, or service. Provide a solution to a problem and go. No, you may not have the money to pay a social networking service of a minimum of $3,000. I'm telling you, I've done the research. At a minimum, you're going to pay $3,000 a month for something close, not even close to what we do. What I'm teaching you in this course, you're going to pay a minimum of $3,000 to $5,000. But you can learn that knowledge and do it for yourself for less than that. If you've invested in this course, that's way less. That's less than 1% of what they charge at a minimum of $3,000 for the knowledge that I'm giving you here and showing you how you can utilize it and how I've used it, how we're using it now. Networkabs.com. Hashtag the ABS Tribe Network. Hashtag the ABS Tribe. Network ABS. Network BWO. The BWO Network. Passive Impact. Network Distribution. BizCo Systems. 1000 Network. Phenom Radio. Slate Stone Music. Global Media Network Group. Hype Magazine Network. Nerve DJs Network. Woo World Network. And the list goes on. There's brands circulating right now. Through this process, when I say they're circulating right now in the network distribution process as I'm sitting here doing this class, as I'm going through this course. Click over right now on the social media feed, some of them that I mentioned, and you'll see posts going right now. Yes, that's a form of automation, but I had to put that information into the computer, tell it what time to go, what to post, when to go, where to go. As we're taught in the ABS BWO, you have to put in your GPS where you want to go. What is your destination? You don't just get in the car and sit there. Where are you going? You have to know where you're going. You have to know why it is you're pumping what you're pumping. You have to be intentional. Utilize these tools. That's some of the benefit of it. As they're posting, those accounts are posting right now, I'm generating clicks, awareness, leads. I'm getting inboxes and emails as I sit here right now. And I'm not even there doing it. And I don't have a team of people working it. I don't have teams and departments of people working it. But in a sense, you don't need that to a certain extent. Yes, more hands are valuable. As you can see with my mentors and founders, Brother Ben X and Jake Taylor Jacobs, the BWO. They have their team, they have us. But then again, you can do this on your own without being in that position until you get to that position. Build your network, build your business Rolodex, collect those contacts. What could you do with 5,000 contacts? What could you do with a text to 10,000 followers or 10,000 people that have subscribed to your channel, brand, or business? There's power in that. What could you do with that? Think about it right now, watching this video. With the push of a button to 10,000 or 5,000 or 500 people. And that only grows because as you impact those 500, they're either going to share, support, click, or like your product or respond to your post or your email, whatever it is. Then value that comes from that is now, are you on your feeds? You're now possibly on their feeds, on their text line, in their cell phone, on their social media page, in the algorithms as a saved video, a liked video, a replayed video. As we're taught in the ABS also, in the BWO, the value is in the replay. So today we went over what is social networking, what is a network, what is networking. We went over how to use it, and we went over its importance. Thank you again for tapping into network distribution, organic network building and growth. If you have any questions, please leave a comment on this video and or reach out to me via text. Text network to 559-791-8468 and or text me your question. Someone will return your email, call, comment, or question as we get to them and sort through them. But we appreciate you for tapping in and definitely look forward to growing with you, adding you to our social network, adding you to our social network contacts, and building together. My name is Slate Stone. This is Network Distribution. Visit us, networkabs.com.